What's up? What's up, San Antonio? You're enjoying us here again for another episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. We're going to be joined by our good friend here, the infamous, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Spurnandez. And
What's up? What's up?
I gotta say, man, it's going to be a rough one, dude, because pour some out for Cowboys Nation,
Mm,
UT football fans, and of
yeah.
course, we can't forget Los Astros fans.
hmm
It's
It was
been a
rough, man. It
long,
was a rough weekend.
long, long
It was
sports
a rough,
weekend, man. And
rough,
you know what?
rough weekend for Texas sports. Yeah.
I gotta give a quick shout out to Chris Leja, man. You know the reasons that the Astros se lo cagaron? They had this son of a bitch there at the game.
I,
The
I I
biggest,
tagged I tagged Leja on that one. I tagged him
yeah,
and I said that's why they lost.
the biggest mamalon,
hmm
Astros fan that you have right here,
mm,
dude.
mm,
That's the
mm.
reason they freaking lost, bro.
No wonder,
But
bro. No wonder they lost, dog.
yeah, no
Mm,
wonder they fucking lost. But you know what? We got to go ahead and pour some out for all of us, here in that are Cowboys fans, UT
hmm
fans,
hmm
Astros fans. It was one of those weeks, so we have to do the celebratory grito, man. Pour some out for all of us. That shit
Bro.
never gets old, bro. Never gets fucking old.
Oh man, yeah. Tim
Hombre.
Gonzalez said at least UTSA won and the Rangers won. So there's a little bit of bright hope for the weekend for Texas team, but for the
Yeah.
most part, man, it was rough. It
Christopher
was rough.
Leja's already in here. Puro pinche Astros a la verga. Who dat? All day, every day. And
Man,
suns up, guns up. Yes, Christopher Leja,
hmm
man. Tim Gonzalez is watching this too. Shout out to you guys, man.
yeah, yeah,
Says, yo, Texas teams, what the fuck, JC?
hmm for
At least
real.
UTSA won, hey, man. That was the only saving grace, bro, for real. At least
Facts,
UTSA
facts.
won.
At least we got Spurs preseason tonight. We
Yeah,
got
that's the
Spurs
only thing.
preseason tonight.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
talk
the one
about
thing
that.
looking forward to. Yeah.
But man, this was an ass whooping, dude, from start to finish. If you all were watching the whole game, I watched the whole game, dude, and it was rough, man, for Cowboys Nation. This was one of the games that the Cowboys had to have. It was a statement game for them. It was a big game. And you know what? Credit to the 49ers. They knew the same thing, and it was a statement game for
Mhm.
them. They're the best, arguably the best team in the NFL right now. And they sure as hell beat the freaking Cowboys last night by a final score of 42-10, dude. Dak threw 3 picks in this game, and the Cowboys defense just didn't look very Cowboys like, and neither
Mhm.
did the offense. And there's a lot of blame to go around, and you can blame the coaches all you want. You can blame Mike McCarthy all you want, but you got to look at your quarterback at the end of the day, and he's just not getting it done. And big games, when it matters the most, he always folds, man. And that's what I've been telling Cowboys Nation from the get go. The problem lies with your quarterback. And I think we all saw that on full display last night against a very good 49ers team. And the Cowboys showed that if they meet the 49ers again, if the Cowboys somehow make the playoffs and they're in the wild card, or they somehow win the division, the road to the Super Bowl is you're going to have to get past the 49ers. And right now, the Cowboys is currently constructed, they just can't do it, and it goes all the way back to coaching and who you got at the quarterback position. But at the end of the day, Jerry's going to have to make some tough decisions, man. And I think one of those tough decisions is you got to let Dak go, man. He's proven that he's not your guy. And I'm not saying Trey Lance is the answer. He might be worse than Dak, but it might be time to give Coop some run, man. Now, that's just my opinion. Spurnandez, what do you think, man? You saw the game. You're a big diehard Cowboys fan. I mean, what did you think about the game?
Yeah, and it was rough. Like I said, I'm out here in San Diego, so me and my sons were at a local bar, sports bar, restaurant, watching the game, and there was a bunch of 49ers fans. There was a bunch of just LA Rams fans, just so everyone that was against the Cowboys, whether they were 49ers fans or not, right? But yeah, man. You know what? Like I said the other day, man, had they fought tough, you know what I mean? Had it been a close game, had it been a battle, you could at least go away knowing that. They weren't even on the level of the 49ers yesterday. And that's like you said, that's a fact. Like it's hard to say, but the 49ers were just were just on point, and from every aspect, defense, offense, Cowboys just weren't there, man. It's tough, man. I don't know. I mean, from a standpoint of money and all this different stuff about getting rid of Dak, I don't know how that would play out. But man, like, had they not lost to the Cardinals, I think you could kind of say, well, this might be a one-off. Hey, the 49ers are just that good. They're better than everybody in the league, so they would put a beat down on anybody. But having that Cardinals performance and then now this, it's kind of like, man, it's hard to sit here and say like, hey, that might be just a one-off, right? But yeah, man, it's tough. Yeah, from like you said, from Jerry on down, between the coaching, between McCarthy got out coached yesterday. All phases of the defense, special teams, offense, Cowboys just couldn't get nothing going, bro. It was rough,
honestly, man. McCarthy always seems to get out coached when you go up against some of the upper echelon teams, And the thing is,
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys went ahead and proved one thing: they're better than being a little step above mediocre. And what I mean by that is they're good enough to beat the bad teams, but they're not good enough to beat the great teams. Right now, the Cowboys are in between being a good team and being a great team. And that's, they're showing you the disparity, the level that it takes to be a great team like the 49ers and the Cowboys. What's separating them? It's a lot. To get to that next level, you're separated by a lot. And I'm be honest, the one thing that I did see that the 49ers did way better than the Cowboys is the physicality of the game. Everything they did was with purpose. And when they ran the ball, they ran it fucking hard. Cowboys, soft as fucking charming. Bath tissue, man. Toilet paper. Everything that the Cowboys did last night was soft. I mean, you talk about getting punched in the nuts, kicked in the teeth. That's what happened with the Cowboys. The 49ers went in there and they played bully ball. In every facet of the game, they wanted to dominate. They wanted to make a statement. They pushed the Cowboys and the Cowboys folded. They proved that they're just not that great of a team. They're a good team. They're not great. And I don't know what needs to happen, like you said, to make that leap. But I think it's going to start with personnel. For one, it's going to start with your quarterback position. And the other thing is, what else are you going to do as far as kind of solidify what you already have? How are you going to build upon that? Do you have to let people go from the defense? Are you going to focus on more the offensive game? I mean, what's going to happen here? In order for you to have a well-balanced team, not only does your defense have to be good, but you got to be able to put up points on the board, and the offense has shown they're just quite not there yet, man. So aside from the quarterback position, I mean, CeeDee Lamb, I think, needs some help, man. Who else are you going to get there with the wide receiver position? What do you think the boys should do in the offseason, man?
Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. I was gonna say that. I go, CD's is there, but yeah, he needs some help on the wide receiver positions. I know Gallup is there, and he has flashes. You brought in Cooks, right? Yeah, man. Dak needs more weapons, but he also has to perform, man. He has to make smarter plays, holding onto the ball too long, and it's tough, man. And the bread and butter for Cowboys was their defense. Defense was what they were always showing up, at least. But yesterday, man, and I don't know if that's just a high-powered offense from the Niners, but their defense didn't even show up yesterday, which is tough. We could at least say like, hey, if the offense didn't show up, but at least the defense was there. But something needs to happen, because, like you said, they're just gonna stay in this kind of, they're not a bad team, but they're not a great team, and they're just gonna, hey, first round and out, or divisional playoff and out, and it's just gonna keep going if things don't change, man. Something has to happen, man. But maybe it's coaching. Maybe, I mean, we already know Jerry Jones has always been a problem. I think Matt Lerma said it. He's the owner and GM, which is contradictory, right? So bringing in a smart GM, football mind, might be something. I know Jerry ain't gonna do it, but something, man, something. There's a lot of young coaches that are out there that are thinking differently, right? And it's like the Moneyball thing, right? Like the movie. The different analytics and different schemes, right? And like you see it in these younger coaches, right? McCarthy, solid dude. Is he the guy for the future as far as like coaching and play calling?
Nope.
Right. That's the issue, man. It's tough. It's tough, man. It really is.
McCarthy's from a bygone era, man. He comes
Right.
from that old
Yeah.
school, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very evident in your play calling. In his play calling is a little bit too conservative, not just for the liking of Cowboy fans in general, but when you go around the league, that's the
Yeah.
consensus of one Mike McCarthy. He is who
Right.
he is at this point, and there's nothing you can do to change it. He's not going to change who he is. This is the coach that he is. You
Right.
know, I'm not
Right.
saying that he's a bad coach.
Right.
This is just who he is, and it might work in a different system. You know, it might have some more success for a team who's like really struggling and not getting very many wins, and you might get a couple more with Mike McCarthy at the helm. But if you're looking at this as at the perspective of the Cowboys getting to that next level, getting eventually into the playoffs and making a deep run, and then getting to the Super Bowl, they're a long way away from that, you know, and it's going to start with personnel. And I think, unfortunately, Jerry's going to have to go ahead and maybe start cleaning house a little bit, you know, and he's got to do the right thing, dude. The Cowboys seem like they've been a cursed franchise because Jerry has not done the right thing. Put Jimmy Johnson in the ring of honor, you son of a bitch, and maybe things will turn around.
Maybe that's the turning point. Yeah.
Do the right thing, man.
Yeah.
Give Jimmy Johnson his roses, bro. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
Like, how hard is it? I mean, put the brother in there. He deserves to be in there. Maybe the karma will finally turn around for Cowboys Nation. But damn, bro, this is horrible. It's heartbreaking. It's what it is. And you know what? Me being a diehard Cowboy fan, I knew this was gonna happen. I've been trying to tell people, and they didn't want to listen. You know, oh, this is our year. Vamos para la Super Bowl after they win a couple games against some sorry ass teams. And I'm like, don't be fooled by it, man. When they get really pushed, they're gonna fold. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And last night, the Cowboys in weeks 1 through 4, their defense only allowed 41 total points. Last night's game against the 49ers, 42 points allowed, bro. But your defense is elite. No mames, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened? Did they stop playing? That the players just get that frustrated that they said, you know, fuck it, dude, I'm done. I'm not going to even go out there and try to compete. Or was the 49ers, you know, their execution and, you know, their coaching was just that good? It's just that much better. It could be said, you know, a lot of things happened. You know, the Cowboys got really exposed for who and what they are, you know. And right now, somebody said, the best analogy that I saw was, I think it was on FS1 or something like that. And they said, you can go ahead and try to imitate like you're hard. You can act like you're a blue collar guy, right? And you can go out there and you can wear the clothes, you talk the talk. But when it comes down to performance, there's no mistake in that. You can't claim that you're a blue collar guy and that you're hard nosed and that you know you work hard every day. And then when you go out there in the field, no mames vuelto. You know, you get there right away. I think that's what the Cowboys are. They try to emulate, like, hey, we're really good, we're this, we're that. But when it comes down to it, they get exposed for what they are. The frauds right now, man. They're always going to be frauds until they can prove they can beat the best teams. And right now, they're showing that they can. I think they're even going to have trouble with the Eagles. When they go ahead and match up against the Eagles, again, they're going to get exposed again, you know, against the talent, the depravity there. There's a big gap, Spurnandez. You know this, man. And what needs to happen to make that, you know, that leap, it's beyond me. I don't know. I mean, you personally, you're thinking they have to clean house maybe, you know, and start getting some different personnel in there. I mean, something's got to change. Whatever, when Jerry looks at this at the end of the day, and he looks at how many years the Cowboys have gone without winning, you know, there's been a long drought since that return to the Super Bowl. Something's got to change. I mean, you can't keep running the same scheme over and over and expect, a different result, you know? And isn't that what you learned too in the military, right? You have a plan, right? And right now,
that's the definition of it, the definition of insanity, right?
Yeah,
it's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yeah, man, it's tough, you know, and also, you know, I also try not to be so knee jerk, right, when things like this happen, because again, one can argue that the 49ers are just that good, right? They're just that much better than every team in the league, right? So it's one of those things where, you know, you have levels of like the teams like the 49ers, and they might be above of all the teams right now, you know? So You know, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back. They got the Chargers, I believe, right in LA next, which is could be a tough game, a road game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans out in LA, but I'm interested to see how they play next week and the next couple of weeks, because they got the Chargers and the Rams, I believe, and then they have at Eagles, right, at Philly. You know, is it just that the Niners are just that much better and they made the Dallas look horrible, or is Dallas, that bad? The answer is probably somewhere in the middle. But yeah, man, like I said, man, we'll have to wait and see. I think next week is going to show us, are they going to at least fight back? Are they going to dust themselves off, or are they going to just still be sitting there, with their head down against the Chargers? Yeah, it's a Monday night game, Tim Gonzalez says. But yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not a Cowboys apologist. I'm not going to sit here and make any excuses. They got beat, man. They got out coached. They got everything, bro. There's no excuse. Like I said, I wish they would at least put up a fight and made it a closer game. That would have at least showed that, hey, they're a little bit below the Niners, but they weren't even close, man. Right? They were levels below. So.
Hey, man, I got this take right here from this guy. He looks like he has a show, a live stream. I don't like what he had to say, man. I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Broken. I saw a team that quit. I saw a team that got their spirit broken and they quit. Offensively, defensively, the coaches, they folded and they quit. So here's the problem, right? And we all know, we see it online, right? Everybody can be tough, right? You can be tough, right? You can simulate being tough.
Yeah.
You can simulate being hard-nosed. You can simulate being blue-collar, right? You can simulate that. You can pretend until you run into someone who's really about that life, right? And that's what happened with the Dallas Cowboys. Oh,
you see, that's what I was saying. That's who I heard it from. I heard it from this guy.
Yeah,
but
No, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
He was spot on, man. So his name is Jay Tuck. You can follow him on Twitter at JTuck151. But yeah, man, I like what he had to say, and it was true. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Cowboys are who they are. I think they're going to be good enough to probably flirt with that wild card. But again, are they going to be good enough to get past the wild card game? I don't know, man. This Cowboys team is something else, man. Sometimes they look like world beaters.
That's what's frustrating. Yeah, that's what's frustrating, right? Is you got 40-0, right? I know it's the Giants, but it was the game one, and nobody knew how the season was going to play out, and like they looked like they were unstoppable, and then you get beat 40 to 10 or whatever it was. 42-10. 42-10, and it's it's such a Jekyll and Hyde. You know what I mean? That's what's really frustrating. If they just lost, then that's what it was. But no, man, they have these moments of shiny brilliance, and it's like, okay, we see something there, and then a game like this. So time will tell, man. I mean, the defense definitely had, like, he's probably right. I feel like maybe they did just pack this one in. Like, you know what? They got punched in the mouth early, and they were just like, it's tough, man. It's tough.
So Cowboys
what happens if the Cowboys are charged?
Yeah, Cowboys have a chance to redeem themselves against the Chargers. Chris Lehi puts up here in the chat.
Yeah.
Says, what if the Cowboys lose versus the Chargers? Well, if they lose against the Chargers, I mean, I believe at this point, Mike McCarthy's starting to feel the pressure, starting to feel the heat. And not only him, but Dak as well. The focus is on those two. Damn to what everybody else is doing as far as the defense and the other players on the offensive side of things as well. You look at CD Lamb. The talk it's not about them. The focus is on Dak Prescott. For all intents and purposes, he is the face of the Dallas Cowboys. He is the leader of this team. He's going to get the blame for this. And he can say lots of good things after the game. Him and Mike McCarthy, we got to do better. We got humbled. No, bro. Y'all got your asses beat bad. You got more than humbled. And it's happened on more than one occasion. Quit saying that nonsense after the game. Take some ownership and just say, it falls on me. I fucked up. Just say that, Maybe it makes the fans feel better. But neither one of them, we got humbled. We got to do better. There's a lot of things we got to work on. Motherfucker, you had all year to work on that shit. You still come out here and shit the bed when when it matters the most, bro. It's like, no, I'm tired of this shit as a Cowboys fan. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of mediocrity, man. It might be time for me to go ahead and cash in on that little, form that they put out. You want to change your allegiance to another team. It might be that time. Maybe I'll become a Saints fan. Chris Leon, get my form ready.
You join Leja. You join Leja. Yeah.
Get my form ready, brother. I'm almost ready. I'm almost there. Hey, man, but let's go ahead and talk about something good. At least, we've talked about, the sorrow that is Dallas Cowboy Nation and all the bullshit that we deal with. But moving on to better things, man. Let's talk about the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
And before we start getting into the Spurs talk, I'm going to go ahead and pause real quick for one of our ad reads here. And this is from our good friend, Jeff Garcia, over at Locked on Spurs. Locked on Spurs is your daily Spurs podcast, hosted by Jeff Garcia, the lead Spurs writer for Ken's 5 San Antonio. Jeff has a healthy plethora of guests all the time on the Locked on Spurs podcast. You can also follow Jeff on threads at Jeff G Ken's 5 SA. You can also follow Jeff on Twitter at Jeff G Spurs Zone. So make sure you go ahead and give Jeff a follow, not only on threads and Twitter, but also on YouTube at youtube.com/at Locked on Spurs. This is where you're going to be able to find the replay of the Locked on Spurs podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, so make sure you go and follow Jeff. He's on Twitter. You can follow him at Jeff G Spurs Zone. You can also check out the YouTube channel Locked on Spurs, where you can find the replay of the Locked on Spurs podcast, along with the most recent live episodes that he has. He premieres those as YouTube premieres, so you can go check those out as well. But yeah, man, over the weekend, the San Antonio Spurs had the silver and black scrimmage. I'm still on the Spurs.
How was it?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I heard it was a good time.
Got a lot of comments on my shirt, bro.
You were right on the Spurs official Twitter video that they made. They zoomed right into you in the shirt. It was awesome, man. That was good stuff,
bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know, because I didn't even know, man. To me, the whole focus of this visit, the silver and black scrimmage, was for my little niece.
That's
right?
Awesome.
So it was her first game. So I had her with
took a picture with the coyote, right?
Yeah, I had her with my matching shirt. It was just me and her that were wearing those shirts to the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, she had a great time. She was there for a long time, dude. We're in line, and some of the Spurs family helped us out. There's my little niece, Evelyn, right there, taking a picture with the coyote. She's all chifla. She loves a coyote now. I think I created another Spurs fan for life there.
There you go. That's awesome, man. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Exactly.
That's my job, man. Making sure that I'm passing that passion on to the next generation of fan. So she had a good time, dude. And as we're walking, and JC, he was over there making fun of me because he's like, man, Joe didn't even stop to say hi to the little people, the people that were inside. I'm like, bro, I got there. And it's funny, as soon as I got there, man, I start walking. I'm with my brother-in-law and I'm with my little niece. And I'm going to go meet my boy Jonas over there by the Bud Light Courtyard. And Steph, she pulls up right as I'm walking. I hear Joe, and I turn around and it's Steph. And she's like, hey, wait up. So I told my family, I'm like, hey, man, let's hold up. That's my one of my friend's girl, she wants to wait up for her. So she comes, man, and we're walking. She's talking with me and everything, making sure her tickets and all that are great, good to go and stuff. And we're walking back over there to the Bud Light Courtyard with all the people, the season ticket holders, waiting to get into that courtyard, man.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I'm walking, man, Steph's already booking it because she sees how long the line is. And I'm starting to get fooled by people, man. Hey, you're Joe, you do the podcast. We see you on Two Shots, and we see you on Locked On. We see you doing your thing over here at the Alamo City Sportscast. And people are starting to talk to me in line. Hey, what's up? Saying hi to the peeps. I'm walking, and one of my boys pulls me in, dude, David. He's like, hey, man, come in here, wait line with us, dude. Oh, he was right like near the front. By then, Steph was long gone, dude. I felt bad because she was booking, dude. I couldn't even know. She was so far away, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And I told my boy,
she got in. She got in and got them seats, man.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing. I got in there and I told my friend Jonas, dude, hey, man, come on up, dude. Pull up with us. And we were waiting to get in and everything. We got in there. And it was cool, man. It was a good vibe. I right away pulled up, got some beers. And then as you're walking in, they have the Spurs, the people that take the photographs and video and all that for the social media. They were all there greeting the fans coming in. Yeah, man. As soon as I came in with my little niece, that guy's like, "Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up."
Yeah.
So he goes, "Yeah, man, I like your shirt, bro. I'm digging the shirt." And he was taking pictures of us, video. And as soon as I got in, that's when I was like, "That go Spurs, go!" My little niece was like kind of running away from me. She's like, "What the hell?" It was a lot of fun. I got to reconnect with some people there at the courtyard. The Spurs had something called a yard sale. So they had like old merch that they were wanting to get rid of, that's maybe there for a little bit, but it's brand new. There's nothing wrong with it,
Yeah.
So I picked up a couple items, man. I got some stuff that I'm going to be giving away, throughout the season here.
Yeah.
Medals, dude. I got some medals, man. And in fact, they had medals from the Chimuelos, from the hockey team they used to have. They were $1, and I was like, I'm going to pick these up, for me, because they're kind of like a little bit of nostalgia, because they don't have the hockey team here no more, So I'm like, I'm going to pick these up because they were pretty dope. It has the calavera, like the sugar cookie. So I picked those up, and then I saw some medals that they had for the San Antonio Spurs, like, medals, like there was an assortment, like 4 medals, and they usually go for like $30 or something like that, But they were letting them go cheap, dirt cheap, bro. And then I got the Fiesta medals that they had for this past season. Again, just to keep them, just because they look pretty dope. Picked up some shirts. I picked up a Patty Mills picture, little poster, mini poster. They were selling for $1. I picked up one of LMA and of Patty, man. I said, man, those Patty Mills ones were going quick, dude. People were just picking them up. And I picked up some shirts that were like very Hispanic themed for Hispanic Heritage Month. So I picked 2 of those up and stuff. I picked up some foam fingers for my little niece, things like that, dude. It was fun. I mean, by the time I got out of there, bro, I was trying to get under 100, man. I think I spent like $60-something, So all in all, it wasn't a bad deal, But right when I get into the courtyard, they freaking got me, bro. $61 in merch.
Hey,
right?
There you goes.
3 beers for me, my brother-in-law, and for my boy Jonas. $33-something, And I gotta take care of the guy that's there too, man. Always got to take care of your people,
Yeah.
So go ahead and give him a good tip as well, bro. It's like more like $40 now, So I'm like, damn. So it's like, hey, it is what it is, having a good time, So then we get in there and everything, get some for my little niece to eat. And that's when I was telling you, I told my brother-in-law, hey, man, hang back here, make sure she eats, dude. Do your daddy thing or whatever. I'll take care of the seats, bro. I got you, So me and my boy Jonas go in there. And the Spurs people, man, they got me rolling, bro. Because it's all the season ticket holders, and nobody gives a shit, dude. It's a free for all once they open up those doors.
Oh yeah.
Seats, No, nobody run. Everybody, you gotta be, be respectful of one another. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of the way before you all get trampled, man. You're dealing with the raza, vato. Come on now. So, but the good thing is, man, the raza, they respect one another. We have our code,
Yeah.
You respect your peoples, So everybody's just going in. They're just trying to get in, and everybody's spreading out, going and getting your seats. And the cool thing is, there's no fights. There's no buddy pushing each other down. Everybody goes and gets their seats, and they're very respectful, man. You you're gonna have a couple seats off to your left or your right that you're saving for your people, your familia. Everybody real respectful. Hey, can I sit here? These taken? No. They're letting people go in and all that. I got good seats, and then I had to be near the aisle too, because my little niece can't go to the bathroom, bro. She's gonna want to move around and everything. So I already knew, I wanted to get right in the middle, but I had my little niece with me, so I'm like, no, I can't do that. So it was all good. Sure enough, as soon as we sit down, I want popcorn. I want this. I'm like, man, I knew this little girl, man. Man, by the time I was done, the game started and everything, got her all situated, man. That little girl had me tired, bro. She had a lot of energy. My little niece got me tired, but it was cool because she was asking me questions about the players, and you got to see Malachi Branham, you got to see Dominic Barlow, Champagne, all warming up. Hey, man, I got to say, man, Jeremy Sohan, bro, he was working hard, bro. He really surprised me, man. And I'm going to share some pictures, dude. I got some pictures here to share with you guys from the event, man. It was a really cool event, man. This one is the one that I really like because it's for the people. It's for the gente, So look, man, you got there's Champagne right there,
Yeah.
Having a good time, man. Just chopping it up with the people, bro. And then we had some alien sightings there, man.
Yeah.
They had me rolling, dude. I spotted them from across the way, And they're up there, and they had the Spurs, photography staff come over there with the video and everything, zooming in on them. They're all puro pinche necios, vato. I like these guys, man. I like that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, that's my people. And then look at man, With the one-handed free throw, bro. He's still doing his thing.
Yeah, 10 something you said.
They had him working hard, man. He was one of the players that was out there. And there's my little niece's big head there. But I like what I saw. Champagne right there. Champagne. Yeah, and then the
That's
next.
awesome.
Bro. And I don't know how accurate this is, but somebody said that Devin Vassell for the last 2 weeks has not missed a shot. He has not missed a single shot. He was warming up here, dude. I was watching him. He didn't fucking miss, dude. Look at him. He hasn't missed a shot. We're all doing their thing, man. It was cool to see everybody performing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
yeah, no, I heard it was a really good time, man. It was like 13,000 plus that was out there, which is pretty awesome for the city to show out like that. Steph went out there. She said she had a good time. I know a handful of folks that were out there having a good time. So yeah, man, it was great to see, man. I was having some FOMO, you know. I was missing out here, but no, man, I'm excited that you guys got to get out there, and it just shows, man, the love the city has, man. 13,000 plus, you know, that's good stuff. And then you got tonight's game in OKC.
Yeah.
Our man Mark Burnett with the Wemby haircut's gonna be out
there,
there,
bro.
Yep, he's gonna be there repping. He's repping. My other boy, Chef Nico, he's out of Houston. He's gonna be out there repping. So we got Spurs Nation, Spurs Twitter repping out there tonight in OKC. And I'll definitely be in the house Friday for the first home preseason game. So if you see me at the game, I'll buy you a beer. Let's have a good time. So
yeah, man, that's what it's all about, dude. Having a good time. And that's the thing with the silver and black scrimmage, man. It was a good time. It was great seeing all the people, man. It was great seeing all the old fans, you know, running into, you know, fans that have become family, because you go to the game so much. You start seeing the familiar faces over and over. One of those familiar faces that I saw out there, man, I saw Sovi out there, man. She was
Spurs lady. Oh yeah,
Spurs lady, man.
Of course.
Lady ever, man. She's doing her thing, man. She's recovering great from her, you know, surgery and all that. She was there with her husband. I said hi to her, you know, real quick, because I know she's wanting to see everything too. You know, she's all excited. So I just said hi to her. She's all, hi. Very, very
good people.
Lady. Yeah,
she's good people, man. She's awesome, man. She's
Spurs royalty. She's royalty.
She really is, man. She really is. She's an institution of Spurs fandom. She's awesome. Super sweet lady. She's fun to be around. We definitely gotta protect her at all costs.
Yeah, man. So seeing her already made my day, you know, because she's gone through a lot, you know, she's gone through a lot of stuff, you know, personally, you know, with surgeries and stuff. Great seeing her out there, man. Love seeing her, running into her. I was like, good. I was like, man, thank God I didn't run into no Spurs Jesus out there, you know. So it was a good day, bro. It was a good day.
was Spurs Jesus not out there or what?
No, I didn't see him out there, bro.
Uh-oh.
Come on, I don't think he's gonna be hanging out with the raza, though. Yeah, sabes. Yeah, sabes. Yeah, but it was good seeing everybody out there, man. And the Spurs, they have their first preseason game today over there in OKC. It's going to be coming out at 7 p.m. I believe this one's going to be televised as well, which all the Spurs preseason games are going to be televised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe I don't know if it's NBA TV. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be televised. Yeah. The preseason games are being televised. We're getting a lot of televised games this year, which is awesome.
These games are televised. I want to say it's going to be like local, or it's going to be on TNT. One of them.
Yeah.
So I know that they had, I think it was a couple games. I think it was 1 or 2 games that are going to be on NBA TV, but I think they're the last 2 games, preseason games. But either way, man, if you're Spurs fans, you're going to be excited to finally be able to see a preseason game on TV instead of that horrid Spurs app nonsense, man. The Spurs app is horrible. The viewing experience on the Spurs app is not ideal, you know, but finally being able to see it on a regular TV, the way that you're used to watching.
Wemby effect, baby.
Definitely. Hey, man, speaking of Wemby effect, I'm going to tell Spurs fans something, man. First impressions of seeing Wemby play in a scrimmage game. You know, it was the team silver versus team black. For a guy who's 7'3", he moves quick, dude. When he's out there on the court and he's running that court, this Spurs team is fast. That's the one thing that I did notice. They play with a lot of pace. The one thing that I did notice right away about Wemby when he was out there and he was playing in the context of the game, he knows he demands a lot of attention. You know, he knows that already. But instinctively, he does a lot of things that you can't teach. He just already is that guy. He already knows. He gets the ball and he's already in the paint. He starts making his way inside the paint. He starts moving, starts backing up, and that's the one thing I like. He doesn't face up with people. He puts their back to them, you know, and he starts working them in the paint, pushing them back. He gets further in, and already, man, he's looking, he's scoping. Who am I going to pass to? I'm going to get my teammates involved. And bro, I'm going to tell you, man, right now, just me observing him, his passing ability is amazing. The way he's able to see that court vision that he has, and then being able to, you know, execute that pass to the, you know, the right person, you know, the right player that's open. It's great to see. And not only that, but he knows too when he has that mismatch that, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and score. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and score. I'm gonna go ahead and you shoot the ball. You know, he knows what to do. He's doing the right things. I liked his footwork as well. I thought that was really great. You do see him needing to work on some aspects of his game, but it's early on here, so I'm not making a lot about it. Mid-range game. He needs to work on his shot a little bit more. I think what happens is that he's so long. When he gets close to the basket, it's hard for him to get those little shots off that are like maybe 10 feet, you know, or less.
Right.
He has so much strength. I think he just needs to get used to his own body in the context of playing in an NBA game, you know?
Right.
So that'll correct itself, dude. I'm not going to fault the kid for that. But all the other things that he's doing, amazing, dude. He's going to be one of these players that's really going to change the facet of the game for San Antonio this season. He is one of those generational talents, dude. I saw him shooting a three. You know, I even saw him before the game even started warming up, and he knew the fans were looking at him. He put on a show, bro.
Yeah, he did that between the leg dunk, right?
Between the leg dunk, dude. And he was just chopping it up, having fun, you know. And I'm sure the trainers came over and said, hey, you know, you better slow down. You know, you can't be doing all that. And he was having fun with it, though. He enjoyed the crowd. He saw me and my little niece with our Wemby shirts, you know, get a little smile, gave us a little smile. So I was like, okay. And my niece, this is her first time ever seen Victor Wembanyama. She didn't know anything about him. I was kind of filling her in and letting her know, you know, this is what you're wearing. The shirt has his face on it. And she goes, which one is he? And I said, he's the tallest one. He's going to be coming in. And she goes, where is he? And as soon as she said that, they introduced him and the arena went wild, bro. Everybody's jumping up and down, standing up, taking videos, pictures. Wemby. And then finally, when my niece saw him, she's like, he's tall. I said, I told you. She goes, he doesn't even have to jump to dunk the basket. I'm like, no, he doesn't. But she really enjoyed watching Wemby, you know. She's getting the Wemby fever too, excited, you know, about the game. Great, you know, turnout from the fans, man. And again, dude, I couldn't say enough. Thank you so much to the San Antonio Spurs for hosting this event yet again. Means so much to the city, so much to the fans, dude. And they got to see their first look at Wemby. I mean, you saw little tidbits here and there of the game, you know, and you probably talked to Steph. I mean, what was she thinking about her experience there?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, she had a blast. She had a great time. She always loves meeting up with all the other fans. She, you know, of course, she sees her man, Zach and Doug, you know, she gets excited about those two fellas. Dougie, she met Devin Vassell's parents.
Super sweet.
Andrew, they're super nice. She took a picture with them. She was talking to them, hanging out with them. They're really nice people. They're always around with the fans. We had met them in Atlanta, and they remembered actually. Devin's father, Andrew Vassell, told Steph that he remembered that he met us in Atlanta because we were talking to him for a while. So that's really cool of them, you know, that they're around, out and about with the fans too. You know, it's a good little connection.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a little connection. Yeah. But it's awesome. But no, man, excitement, man. I think the city's excited. It's cool to hear the story about your niece because that's what it's about, right? It's about bringing in young fans, and it's more than just the basketball. It's the bonds that you create at these games, the experiences. I'm looking forward to the games. Like I said, the preseason game this Friday, and then the home opener, the 25th. That's going to be it's going to be jumping. That place is going to be out of control. I'll be there. We got to get a Spurs Twitter gathering for the home opener.
Hey, man, your boy might be there too on this Friday. I'm trying to talk to my boss right now and tell him, hey, bro, I don't need the whole day off, pero can you at least let me leave around 6, brother? Because I want to get there around 6:30.
Hey,
I'm able to get to the game and chop it up with y'all and have some fun maybe afterwards también,
Yeah, let's do it.
Dude. I'm trying.
Let's do it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like I said, I'll be in the flesh in the Frostbank Center this Friday. If you see me, come chop it up with me. I'll buy you a beer. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that game, man. It's like the home opener, so to speak. Not the official, but it is a home opener.
The preseason home opener. Yeah.
So I want to get in there and I want to check it out, and again see Wemby and Tola Hale. I want to see them have the introductions. They didn't do the introductions, like they do with the video and all that stuff. And I don't think they're gonna do it during preseason. I don't know if they'll do the whole bit, but if they do, man, that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see the new Spurs intro. I want to see how they put the flavor of San Antonio into the video, and I want to see if they show the people from the silver and black scrimmage. That's the real fans, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, for sure, man. All the Necios, all the Rocks, man. I love it.
They need to do some stuff like that, I think, more often. Like they need to have an area for the raza. I mean, this is to me, the raza is the soul of the team. These are the diehard fans that might not be able to afford a ticket to go to every single game, but damn it, they're the soul of the team because they are the ones that support the team through thick and thin. Even through the bad times, whatever, they're diehard Spurs fans. So you can't say enough about being able to see them and see how happy and excited they were. And the arena has a different vibe, bro, when you have the raza in there, when you keep it puro. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. When you let the minorities assemble. When you let the minorities in, it's lit. When you let the minorities in and take over, it's lit, bro. We're gonna wear the shirts,
on the home opener, they're giving out shirts. I don't know if you saw that. It looks really cool. It's the coyote with like the paleta thing. It's super cool. So they're gonna give out. It says arena wide. They're giving out those shirts on the home opener. So
yeah, who makes those shirts? This tattoo boy on Instagram. He's a local San Antonio artist, dude. He couldn't say anything about it. He released it on his Instagram, but he's very honored, to be able to make that design and have it be featured. And not only that, but he's a man of the people, and it was even more meaningful to him because this is a shirt they're going to be giving away to everybody that comes to the game. So he was super excited, very humble, and he's a really good people, man. If you see him, say hi, and if you want to follow somebody that's a really good, representation of keeping it puro here in San Antonio, dude, go follow him, man. Tattoo Boy on Instagram, man.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find him, man, as we're still talking about all this. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Again, expectations for the Spurs this year. I'm going to keep them low. Like, I don't really have expectations. Just for me being there and just seeing this, it just gave me excitement because, again, we're entering that Wemby era. And whatever happens, hey, man, I'm just here for the ride. I'm here to enjoy the beginning of the Wemby era. But I got to tell you, man, one thing that was surprising to me, this whole thing, and I'm not trying to call the brother out, but it's something that I've noticed already. Man, what's up with Keldon, bro? He just doesn't look interested, man. Like, I don't know si algo está pasando con el vato. Like, I don't know if there's something going on with him personally or something, but he just doesn't seem like himself, man. I don't know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I know he was at some fights that night, right? He was walking out with one of the local boxers. But I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm not too sure. Hopefully, it's just his demeanor right now. Maybe he's just trying to lock in. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're gonna need him.
Yeah, definitely gonna need him. But I don't know if Coach Pop is planning to bring him off the bench. He's gonna have him in the starting lineup. Whatever his role might be, man, just embrace it and just know that your contribution to the team is very much needed. And the fans haven't forgotten about you, bro. Like, you're still one of the fan favorites. Of course,
absolutely.
It's gonna be on Wemby because he's new and he's the number 1 overall pick, and fans are excited.
Yeah.
But I just don't want the dude to feel like he's yesterday's news, because he's not, dude. Like, fans really appreciate him and him stepping up, especially when we had no one else.
Yeah.
And leading the team, bro. It's not forgotten, bro. So just know that if Keldon's watching, dude, we appreciate
you, Keldon.
We love you. All love, brother. All love,
All
man.
love,
no matter what your role might be this season.
That's
man.
what's going to be interesting. I think that's really going to be interesting, the lineups and who's coming off the bench and all that different stuff. I think they're going to play with it. Pop's probably going to play with the different lineups. But yeah, whether they want to go point, like traditional point guard or traditional positions, and you keep Trey in the starting lineup, which would mean one of Jeremy or Keldon would come off the bench. It sounds like with Wemby, them not wanting Wemby to play the 5, so that's what brings Zach Collins out. Will they play with Jeremy almost at a 5 and Wemby at the 4, kind of mix matching maybe to keep Trey Jones at the point guard in the starting lineup? I mean, I don't know. There's some different options there. You know, I'm interested to see what Pop's gonna come out with, because I feel like there's a lot of different lineups that they can play with. And even if somebody comes off the bench, whether it's Keldon or Jeremy, they're still going to get starter type minutes, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to affect, and they'll probably be the closers, right? So it's interesting.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and pause real quick. I'm going to do another ad read here for one of our sponsors, and this is going to be MCS General Contracting. Shout out to you, Chris Leha.
Chris Leha.
General Contracting, more than 30 years of combined experience in concrete placement. They are the best in the business. Honest pricing, high quality work. They get going on house foundations, driveways, concrete patio decks. If you want to extend the deck, extend the driveway. If you're a business and you need to put together a slab, a parking lot, or other concrete placement services or sidewalks, reach out to MCS General Contracting at 210-774-9155. They're confident in their skills, so give Chris Leha over at MCS General Contracting a call at 210-774-9155. And thank you for being a sponsor of this show. Yeah, definitely shout out to MCS General Contracting. They got the hardest concrete in the business.
The hardest concrete? Yeah.
You want it done
I'll take
right.
your word for it. I'll take Chris
right.
Leha's word for it. Yeah.
Call Chris Leha, man. 210-774-9155.
Yeah, he's
man.
a real one.
We always have a good time with Chris Leha, man. Even though we make fun of each other, it's all love, brother. Speaking of love, man, we got some, return here, I guess, of the UTSA football over the weekend. They were off on their bye. They came back and they got the win over Temple.
Good. Frank Harris was doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
Our guy Frank Harris was out there setting some records on yards. He's looking healthy, which is what UTSA needs, is Frank Harris to be healthy. Man, they're right where they need to be, man. They're battling. They're a good program. Coach got them doing the right things for the right reasons. Again, I'm a UT guy, right? I'm and all that, but I can get behind anything that's puro. And I just love the way the fans get behind UTSA, the San Antonio fans. So shout out to UTSA. UT definitely also hurt my heart over the weekend in that Red River rivalry, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to lose. And they were right there. As bad as they played, as a bunch of turnovers that they had, they still had a chance. A lot of mistakes, a lot of wish we could get plays back. But that's the way it goes, man. That's a tough one. And respect to OU. I mean, I'm a Longhorn, man, so it's tough to say, but respect to OU. My man Tim Gonzalez. Yeah, I will be at Bill Miller's Saturday morning for those tacos. Oh man, but yeah, my man Tim Gonzalez brings up a really good point about the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But let's go ahead and look at the latest AP college poll, from the Associated Press here. Mm-hmm. And I knew this was going to happen because we talked about it on Friday. Yeah. And I said, if UT wins, they could possibly move up in the standings. If they lose, we know they're going to slide. Same thing with OU. If OU went ahead and beat Texas, they're going to move up in the college poll. In the latest college poll, number one, no mistake here, Georgia. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Miami had them, dude, but they let them off the hook. Yeah. Georgia is undefeated right now, number one, followed by Michigan at 2, Ohio State number 3. And one of the biggest jumps here in the AP poll has to be Oklahoma, man. After that 34-30 win against UT in the Red River rivalry, the Red River shootout, they moved up 7 spots all the way up to number 5. And unfortunately for Texas, one of the biggest drops in the AP poll over the weekend is Texas dropped from number 3 all the way down to number 9. falling
Yeah.
6 spots, dude. That was
That's
tough
tough, man.
to see, man.
That's tough. That's tough.
Tough,
Hey, they're
dude.
gonna. I think they're gonna see each other in the Big 12 championship, man. So, hey, let's see what the rematch entails if we find ourselves there. But yeah, that was tough, man. But I kind of like we figured out that's what would happen. It was a tough game.
Yeah, it was, man. But let's go ahead and do another quick ad read here because we're getting closer to time for
Yep.
JPAR Real Estate. JPAR Real Estate has been a proud sponsor of ours since day one. Check out Cynthia J. Sanchez. Her reviews can't be wrong because all of the people that she sells homes to, they give her 5 stars and say that she is prompt, that she is understanding, that she communicates well, that she calls back, that she answers questions correctly. And yes, they say that she is good at what she does. If you are in the market to buy a home, sell a home, whether it be a rental property, primary residence, or Airbnb, reach out to Cynthia J. Sanchez from JPAR Real Estate. Her number is 210-273-0748. She has 16 years of experience in real estate and is a former claims adjuster with USAA, so she knows what she's looking for when she's showing you those pre-owned homes. Give Cynthia J. Sanchez a call at 210-273-0748 for all your real estate needs. Yeah, so make sure you do call Cynthia J. Sanchez for all your real estate needs. She is, she has 16 years of experience, so she knows exactly what to do, what to look for when you're looking for your pre-owned home, real estate, as far as going ahead and getting a rental property. Go ahead and give her a call. Her number is 210-273-0748. So, man, one thing that we're definitely going to have to go ahead and talk about here is we're going to have to talk about Astros, man, and Rangers, man. I know Chris Leja said, don't let Spurnandez talk about baseball. He don't even like it. You know what? This is my show.
So let me address that, okay? And I this is what I said, and this is the truth, because I keep it real, dog. I'm not fake. I'm not a big baseball fan, and that's what I said. Out of all the sports, baseball is probably the least that I follow, right? Again, boxing, football, and all that. So I said that. I said, hey, I don't follow baseball like that. I really don't, right? I'm not going to sit there and watch all the games of the season. I'm just being real. It's just not my thing. Now, if I rep a team, it would be the Rangers. I mean, I've taken my sons to Rangers games when I used to live in Austin and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're not going to see me with the gear and all that. I'm just being real. So come fall time, right? Yeah, I'm going to rep the Rangers if they're up there. So yeah, I put out on my Twitter, the Rangers, and Chris Leja gave me crap about it. And that's because I'm not even talking trash about the Astros. This is what I want. I want the Rangers and the Astros to meet each other in the next round. That would be awesome for Texas. That'll be awesome for the fans. Yeah, that'll be obviously it could happen. But I'll tell you what, the Rangers are hot right now. They rode into that bandwagon much. They rode into that wild card and beat the Rays, and then Orioles are a tough team, and the Rangers are showing up, man. So they're getting hot at the right time.
Hey, man, no lie, dude. The Rangers right now, and this is just me speaking facts, bro. Not trying to throw shade at anybody. The Rangers right now, man, they're putting it on the Orioles. They went ahead and they dispatched the Rays handedly. And now they're putting it on the Orioles. They beat them the first game 3-2. Second game, they beat the Orioles 11-8.
Yeah, they put up a lot of runs yesterday. Yeah,
Rangers are looking like the better team, man. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. You're right, man. And I'll tell you what, that battle between the Rangers and Astros the next round would be amazing. But yeah, Orioles ain't no easy team. I mean, they were favored. They had a better record, but the Rangers were putting up some runs last night, right before the Cowboys games. They were showing the games, the baseball games at the bar I was at, and I looked at the score and I said, "Wow, 11 runs."
And look at the Astros, man. They lost, or they won the first game, should I say, against the Twins, 6-4.
Yeah.
Second game, which was yesterday, I watched this when they were showing it at the bar. 6-2. They lost to the Twins.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, man, the Rangers, man, if they can go ahead and dispatch the Orioles, they're going to have a lot of rest. Astros will be out there still doing their thing, but it'd be interesting again, if both teams actually winded up meeting each other,
That would be. It would be. It'd be great for the fans. It'd be a Texas Civil War. I know my man Chris Leja. I know what side he'll be on. And I might, I might have to get me a Rangers jersey just to piss off Chris Leja.
Rangers scored more points than the Cowboys. Remember, bro, you're throwing shade, bro. When that comes back to bite you in the ass, I'll be here. I'll be here.
That's actually kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny that the Rangers score more points than the Cowboys. I like that actually. I laugh it off, man. I laugh these things off, man. Like it's just sports. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna ruin my day, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, man, it's a fun time. It's a fun time for sports, right? Baseball is rolling. The NBA is about to start. College is in full swing. NFL is in full swing. So yeah.
Christopher Leja's having a good time here in the chat right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. It's all him, bro. It's all Chris Leja.
He's always saying, "I'm gonna talk my shit. You watch. You don't want me on the show."
I know. I know he talks. But he's a good dude, man. He's a real one. Yeah, he's a real one. So
yeah, he's funny, dude. Hey, so we're gonna play our last ad read. Then when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and end the show by talking about the Miami debacle.
Yeah.
Serenity Manor is an events venue located at 14405 Old Bandera Road, across from Flores Country Store, set in a historic building that is over 100 years old. You can have a baby shower, bridal showers, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, corporate events, weddings. There's an indoor and outdoor venue with a dance floor and a sand volleyball court out in the back, set under the shade of the trees, and there is beautiful lighting in the evenings. Serenity Manor is a very beautiful place that is very family oriented, and they have rotating Thursday nights. They have karaoke and game nights. They also have a bar that serves beer, wine, and margaritas. So after a concert at Flores Country Store, you can go over, diagonal across the street, catty corner, grab a beer, get away from the crowd, and check out the beautiful Serenity Manor. Yeah, so make sure you go and give some love to Serenity Manor. Check them out. They're located at 14405 Old Bandera Road, right across catty corner from Flores Country Store. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the debacle that was the Miami game, man. Again, they had Miami. Miami had Georgia, should I say, on the ropes. They could have
Georgia Tech, right?
Yeah, they could have easily won this game, man. All they had to do basically is just take a knee. You know, there was like 20-something seconds left on the clock when Georgia winded up getting the ball back. But here's the play that Tim Gonzalez was talking about.
Hey, like you should not be handing this football off. Right. I don't know what Miami is doing.
That's it.
They take a knee, the game's over.
Here's Chaney, the straight ahead, tackled, and the ball popped out.
You gotta read the clock. I mean, read the card. I mean, to me,
Georgia Tech has it with 26 seconds left.
That's wild.
Three to the field for King.
And this is all she wrote here.
Yep.
Down the field, and it is caught. And that's Rutherford. Here's King.
And the next play after that, go touchdown, bro.
Damn. That's wild, bro. That's wild.
The game is over.
That is wild. Yeah. That's college football for you, man.
But this has to go down as one of the worst calls in football history, man. This coach, this is something he's not going to easily just let down, get away from. This is one of those that it's just going to be ingrained in everybody's memory. You had the game. Yeah. All you had to do is basically take the
All you
knee.
had to do is take a knee. All you had to do is take a knee. Yeah. Yeah. That's and I think, it's we were talking about like coaches and innovators, and I feel like you could go too far with it. He outsmarted himself. You know what I mean? He tried to outthink himself when there's no reason for that, right? Take the knee, the game's over. Obviously, you don't think the kid's gonna fumble, but still, why even put yourself in any of those positions? You take the knee and the game's over. But yeah, he outsmarted himself, man. He tried to outthink himself. Some stuff, some old traditions just stick with them. You know what I mean?
Like that one. The coach got cute at the end.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to be cute. You're trying to do these different things and be, be a innovative play caller and be different. And bro. Like I said, there's obviously there's room for that, but there's certain things that are just tried and true traditions, bro. Take the damn knee.
Take the knee. The game is over. Yeah. You get the win. You move on. And they have that picture, that video I saw of one of the Miami players on the bench, and he's like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Dude looks like he's in shambles, dude, in tears. Because
that's tough, man. And I feel bad for the kid I feel bad too for the kid that fumbled the ball. You know what I mean? Because man, that's But again, why put him in that position? Why not just take the knee and call it a day? But that's tough, man.
Vegas, bro. You're up on the slots. You're up on the table. You got a stack of cash in your hand, and you get cute. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the roulette table. I'm gonna go to the roulette,
by the way. I love
I'm
roulette,
go
by the
ahead
way.
and bet it all on black. You know, what happens? Se lo cagaron, dude. You instead of walking away with some money, now you ain't got a damn thing. You know,
put it all on black, baby.
put it all on black. So lo cagó. You know, that or playing the dice, man. Rolling that dice, man. That's dangerous, bro. You get on that hot streak, man. You're living it up, but it can end real quick. Once you up. Cash me out. I'm out.
Yeah,
you know,
man, you're making me miss Vegas, man.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I don't play that game, dude. If I'm up on the slots or the table games, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah,
Cash me
go
out.
out on top. Go out on top, baby. Catch me outside. How about that?
You
Catch
got
me
to,
outside.
man. And that's what happened with this coach. He got caught up, dude. He got caught up.
Yeah, man. He tried to be different, tried to be cute. Like, nah, man. That's all on the coach. That's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when I heard that.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be a tough loss, man. I feel bad for the kids, man, because the kids played a tough game.
They did, man. And though, like I think Chris Leja said, you still got to give Georgia Tech a shout out for keep fighting, because they still had to go down and score, right? They still had to go down and score. Like had they not scored, then it would have been off for naught. So still got to give them credit for making those big plays down the stretch to win the game. So yeah, you know, it could have just kneeled it, but Georgia Tech still had to score, right? So, man, that's why we love sports, man. That's why we love college football and just sports in general, man. The triumphs are high and the lows are low, man. That's how life is, though.
Yeah, Matt Lerma's asking, when are we going to do a Twitter Spaces? I got some stuff planned out, bro. Yeah. I'm already thinking ahead. You know, I wasn't at that game. You know, the Silver and Black scrimmage, just there for shits and giggles, bro. Your boy's always networking, man.
Great, you got to. Pluto Network.
Always,
Pluto Network. It's all that Pluto Network. Yeah.
I was out there networking with some peeps, man. They came up to me. We're talking. So we got some things cooking, bro. Just wait.
Always.
All in good time. All in good time, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's obvious. Even Spurnandez, dude. When we go to the game, people are like, hey, man, y'all are just there having a good time. Hey, man, we're there to have fun. But more importantly than that, we're there for the business opportunities that it presents.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So
there's a lot.
Like we're poodle and we're just having fun, but we're networking. We're smart. We're smarter than we look.
Poodle Network.
People, I think they take that for granted with us, right? They're like, oh, these guys are just party animals. They're gonna go out there. Hey, no, we're smarter. We're smarter than that, bro. We're smarter.
Yeah.
All right,
Network. Hell yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and start bringing this show to an end here, man. And as we go ahead and do this, dude, where can they follow you on social media, on Twitter?
Yeah, man. Hey, at Real Spurnandez. There it is right there. Give me a follow. Like I said, man, you see me at the game, I'll buy you a beer. Let's have a good time. Let's network. Yeah, man, just stay puro.
That's right. You know, just like we're doing right here with our good friend, you know, Matt Lerma, the Puro Network, man.
Yeah.
If you have a small business here in San Antonio, man, you want to team up and you want to go ahead and propel your business, you know, to greater heights. Join up with the Puro Network, man. That's what that's about, you know, going ahead and helping small business owners, like-minded individuals to go ahead and foster and create something better here in San Antonio for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
That's what it's about, networking opportunities and things that could lead into even bigger, let's say, possibilities. So make sure you go and check that out, the Puro Network on Twitter, man. So that's about all the time we have for today's episode. Again, shout out to my boy here, Spurnandez. Make sure you go and follow him. Great follow, great guy. You see him?
Puro.
Yeah, pull up to your boy, say hi. You know, same here, man. I might be at the game Friday. You see your boys out there, man. Pull up.
Yeah.
We'll both buy you beers. We'll both buy you beers.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll buy you a beer. Yeah.
All right, man. So we'll see you boys on Wednesday, man.
Yeah. Take care. Stay puro.
We're out. Peace.